Hey good people, welcome back to Beauty and the Frizz. My name is Kara, and whether you're new or returning, thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with me today because we have done it. 24 days of Frizzmas. This is the last video and I'm just thankful. I'm thankful that I was able to do this again this year and thankful that you all have been with me for one, some, or all of the videos. You are greatly appreciated, and I really do hope that you enjoyed watching as much as I enjoyed filming. I'm acting like the video's over and it's just begun. Well, I was going through my videos from Frizzmas last year. I did a video on my favorite makeup packaging and I thought it would be cool to do that again. So this isn't going to be packaging necessarily from 2021. It's just going to be the packaging that I really love having in my collection. I don't have a particular number. I just pulled all the things that really stood out to me. So if you want to see some of the special makeup packaging that is in my collection, keep watching this video. And if makeup is your therapy and your love and you just want to connect with other people that feel the same way, definitely consider joining this community because I think that you would just love everybody here, whether they are on YouTube, on Instagram, you know, makeup enthusiasts. That's what we all are here. So I'd love to have you back. We'd love to have you back. All right, let's get started. All right, first of all, I do want you all to know that I am feeling better. I might not sound like it, but I am feeling better. So thank you to everybody for all of your well wishes because I'm on the up and up, not 100%, but am getting there slowly but surely. Let's go ahead and get started with these beautiful packaging items in my collection. And again, some are new, some are old. So here we go. I gotta bend down and get them. I'm gonna start with my Gucci bronzer. This actually sits out on display on my dresser. I wear this one pretty much every day, so I would say this is probably a holy grail bronzer for me. I mean, it's like the Tiffany blue packaging. It's very simple, very plain but not plain, if that makes any sense. When you open it up, you've got a mirror here, your bronzer. This is shade 3, by the way. And then underneath, there's another little compartment where there is a bronzing brush, which I have not used. But, you know, when a bronzer costs $60, which I think that's how much this was, you want it to feel luxurious and you want the packaging to be nice. You know what I'm saying? And packaging isn't everything, but I do see how it really does contribute to the experience of makeup. So I had to include this. And I think if you own this Gucci bronzer, take it out of the little dust bag and sit it out. Like, it's too beautiful to just be in a drawer somewhere. That's how I feel about this one.
Mama, what time is it?
Oh, it is 3:38. What's up?
That's what I was gonna call Brian.
Well, why don't you try calling him?
I called him.
He might be busy with his dad, okay?
No, I ringed it a lot of times, but he didn't answer.
Well, we're not gonna be a harasser now. We're not gonna do that.
I just ringed it like...
Let me finish this video and then I'm gonna get y'all outside on the trampoline. How's that?
Can the mirror come?
Amir cannot come. You can.
I go back in my fort.
You're gonna go back in your fort. Okay. Wait, I'm back. So he's on the phone? Let me close my door because I don't need to hear him talking. I mean, his social life is like way more popping than mine, I'll tell you that. Okay, next, and these are not ranked, I have the Child and the Mandalorian palettes by Colourpop. I just think these are just adorable little partner pals of palettes. You know, Colourpop does do it right with packaging at times, and although I'm not saying this is super special, I just thought the way that they chose to market these palettes was super cute. The palettes are great and they're very complementary to each other. They have very cute little details on the mirrors, as you can see right there. And the palettes are great. I love these. I believe in my video from last year, I talked about the Sailor Moon packaging and the reflective details that they had on the covers. As I said, Colourpop, they get it right sometimes, you know, but next year I'm gonna try to lay off the Colourpop just a little bit because they are doing a lot. Next up for packaging, I have my Natasha Nona Glam Face Palettes in light and dark. I just love this concept. I love the size of the palettes. I'm just trying to rub off these fingerprints. And I said in my 2022 makeup wish list, I'd love to see her make more of these in different themes, like a Metropolis or a Trio Chrome or a Circo Loco face or glam face palette. I'd love to see that, but just having the 5 shadows, the blush, the highlighter, it's just so simple and so easy to use. And if you are someone who travels, not me, I think it's easy to take with you wherever it is that you are going to go. And I think this could fit in most purses if you don't carry an extremely small purse. I love it. I love the simplicity. I love the shine. I don't love the fingerprints, but you know, you can easily wipe those off. This was just a pleasant surprise. I did not plan on getting either of these and was actually very disappointed when I realized that this and those baby Bibas or whatever you want to call them were the holiday release. It still doesn't feel too much like a holiday release to me, but I do like the concept and I do like the way that those products are housed. So that is on my list for standout packaging. This is something I am almost positive that I talked about last year. This is my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush bronzer. I just love this clamshell style. It's like very luxurious, you know? It just feels special. You know, having something like this out on your vanity if you have one. It's just a nice piece of, I was gonna say art, but it is, you know, I'd like to think that people and makeup artists or whatever, the team, I'd like to think that they think a lot about the packaging. And I know that with more of the luxury brands, that is what you're paying for in part. So I would not expect anything less from a product like this. Now, what I do also like about the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer is that when you need a new one, which will be a very long time for me, you can just purchase the refill. So you don't have to purchase this clamshell every time and be wasteful. And I think that's very smart as well. Next up, I have the Nomad Haunted Europe palette. I loved this. There's like a reflection here on the cover of the palette. I think out of all of the Nomad palettes that I purchased this year, this one is probably my favorite. I really liked Fire and Ice and I really liked America's Parks. I loved both of those color stories, but I think that the Haunted Europe palette speaks to me the most. There's a lot of versatility here. A lot of the embossings have worn off on this palette as well as all of their other ones. They include embossings most of the time that have to do with the shade name or the place that the palette is talking about. I really, really liked this palette and I just love all of the different looks. I love how you could go a little grungy, you could go bright, you've got greens, you could go deep. I just felt like all around this would be a really good palette for anyone to use. And I think you can use it at any time of year, although it is kind of, you know, dark. So it makes me think more of the fall and the winter months. I really, really like this palette. I loved the cover of this one. It's got that, I think this might have been my favorite release. Let's move on, shall we? Something else I'm sure I probably mentioned because I can't get enough every time I look at this. Sometimes I forget I have them. This is my Wayne Goss, let me get the name. The Weightless Veil Blush Palette. Now this is the shade Bright Poppy. I actually have Bright Poppy and I have Vivid Azalea. You know, sometimes elaborate packaging can be attractive, but sometimes minimalistic packaging can be just as attractive. I love that it just says Wayne Goss and then you open it up to these beautiful big pans that any size brush, not that I use big blush brushes anymore, but you can use any size brush with these pans. These are some of my favorites. I was actually on Beautylist today like, do I still want the other two in that collection because they are some of the most vibrant blushes that I have. And I just like that this is kind of his standard packaging look. Again, it's minimal and I like that. Y'all see Beautylicious having some type of sale coming soon? I signed up for that launch, the sale launch, and some type of special Sonia G restock. Like, y'all are not gonna start me off like this for 2022, I'm sorry. Gonna move on now to Alien Unearthly Cosmetics. Now this is a palette I haven't used. I did talk about it, but it is one of my favorite packaging, I think, from Alien, and definitely when I looked at my collection, I was like, yes. This is the Bunnies palette. I love the cover of this palette. It's like these little sexy fairy girls. Let me show you. So there they are. They're all different colors. They're very sexy. They have on their lingerie. I love the front of this palette so much. Loved it so much I didn't use it, but there was a story behind why I didn't use it, so I'm not even gonna go into that. But I love the inside. Like, look at the layout of the inside. Now I know layouts like this may drive some people crazy. Some people just want the standard, all of the shades being the same size and things like that, but I think this is a great layout. I really, really do. I really do. Yes. This is on my list to use soon. I've seen a few reviews, not a whole lot. I know it's great. I don't even need to think it's great. I had to put it on the list. Moving on to my ZZ Cosmetics palettes. Now, I just brought out two of them. These are the Alice in Wonderland palettes that I don't use. But you guys, look at that. I mean, I feel like I would just keep these palettes just to put them on display. The outside is just fantastic. I'm trying to get the blue one. You got that glitter that comes down and the Alice silhouette. Now the inside of these palettes were very stunning as well, but you'll be able to see that I've definitely used these. There's like this very cool checkerboard detail here, and there was like the Alice bow. There are also embossings of the different cards. And it's a very interesting color story. And this was the more red themed one. Just think they're very interesting. It was a very interesting take on Alice in Wonderland. And there was the pinker palette with the Alice and the Flamingo. But every time I look at these palettes, I'm like, these were so cool. And for $35, I just think they really put their foot into this packaging. And it was still an affordable palette. So affordable that I haven't pulled them out. Gotta make jokes with myself because it's the reality, but I still love how they look on the outside. Okay, this is one of my Dior lipsticks. This is the shade Glittery Rose. I bought this last year and I've since bought some more. I haven't even talked about them yet. But this is such a very, very neat lipstick tube, don't you think? And it just opens up regular, but like, these are statement pieces to me. They're pieces that, you know, you're gonna have out for decoration because they're just too pretty to put in a box and shove in a drawer. And they're too expensive for that as well, in my opinion. And Glittery Rose does have some glitter in it, but the lipstick is not glittery. So I love that. That's Glittery Rose. Oh, I guess I should show you the tube with the top on. So yeah, I mean, I don't have any other lipsticks that look like this. It's so gorgeous. It just looks like something for the rich. It's not me, just saying. All right, these next two palettes count as one. These are my Melt Cosmetics Beetlejuice palettes. I think that Melt Cosmetics did an amazing job on these palettes. And whether or not you like the Melt eyeshadow quality or not, you can't really deny the greatness of how they designed these palettes. So let's start with Recently Deceased. So this is the palette that has the kind of lime green and purple shades. They included a card from the Beetlejuice movie in the inside. And then you can see the background of the palette has some scenes from Beetlejuice as well as the stripes. And then there's some embossings of Beetlejuice himself on the actual shades. I think they did such a great job with this collection. Initially, I remember looking at this collection and not really appreciating it. I do believe that these purples are very similar and they show up very similar on the eye, but it's just the vision that Melt had at the time, and it worked for me. I really enjoyed these two palettes. The Waiting Room is a very, very unique palette because it's got that gray and red color story. And here's the cover of that. And you can see it's kind of see-through there. This came with another card from the movie. And then we have, I guess this is a Saw Girl. Don't get me to remember. There's an embossing there on the eyeshadow shades. So I love this palette. Again, some very similar shades. I will say this one probably could have been edited down, or they may have been able to be one palette, but it's just what they chose to do, and I was here for it. And the crazy thing is, if you try to find these on Mercari now, or even the PR box, it's like a highway robbery. It's kind of like Muerte prices. So another standout in my collection this year that I've been looking at is from the MAC Tempting Fate collection. This came out in the fall, and I thought the packaging was just really, really beautiful, and it was very fall-like. So there's the cover here. This palette is very petite, it's very small. A lot of the design has worn off my shades, but I'm still going to show you because you can probably see. But there's like this beautiful, I don't know what you call this design, but I love the design on here. I know there are mixed reviews about this palette, but this one's really good for like soft looks, like really soft looks, but it's pretty. It does work for me. The lipstick has the same type of beautiful design, and the lipstick is just, you know, regular, nothing special on there. But on the tube where it says MAC on the gold part, you can kind of see that there's still that design there that matches up with the design on the outer piece. I love that. I think that was such a gorgeous collection. Next is something I'd love to hate, but I'm gonna share it anyway, because this mothership, I love the packaging, because see, this alluded to the fact that the colors in here were gonna be so bright, because she has on these shades. I'm not. This is the Pat McGrath Utopian Scheme and Dream. Like, look at her. Look at her. I mean, she's ready for the sun. There's a rainbow here. I love to hate it, but it's a gorgeous palette. I say it every time. And I would not be able to do a packaging video without talking about a Pat McGrath mothership, because it's just so beautiful. I love how she doesn't have the shade names on here. It's just, you open it up and it's just, here's what I've got for you. This is it. You want to know the shade names? Look on the card. I love that. I mean, it's definitely a luxury item. I can definitely see why they cost $125. She's got her name and everything is etched in here. And the Pat McGrath symbols are etched in here on the back, but it's all etched in. This is beautiful. I'm gonna try to give Utopian Dream some more love, you guys, in 2022. Let's now talk about the Sydney Grace and Temtalia collection. It's not so much the inside of the palettes that I liked, it's more of the outside. I just love this, so galactic and just beautiful. And when you put these together, there's like this picture that can be made, and I just think it's awesome. Sorry, I'm just doing a lot of finagling here. That's probably the best we're gonna do. But I love the packaging for this. This was one of the collections I was really looking forward to in 2021. This is Radiant Reflection. This is one I'm gonna be working with, trying to do a 3 looks in one video with that, because I've done that with the other 2. On the Horizon, which is kind of like really good for those who are more into like the earth tones. And then we also have Quintessence, which is my personal favorite. Very galactic, very cool, just very, very beautiful. I know a lot of people got these on Black Friday. I just think they're great, but I love the design so much. And I thought that it was just well thought out and it told a story, you know? So that had to be on my packaging list. Let's move on to Lisa, shall we? This is Velvet Affair. I think this is like my new signature lipstick, one of her velvet lipsticks. Now, her lipsticks, as you can see, they're gold, not just, but they're gold. They have the Lisa Eldridge logo is there on the top of the tube. And then you take it out, you can see how soft and velvety the lipstick looks. And then when you put the top back on, it's like a magnetic closure. It's very like heavy and weighty. You know what I mean? And it should be for that price. I think these are beautiful. They're simple and they're beautiful. And I really like that. Next, I have the Odin's Eye Legendary Diversa collection. I want to say that the way Odin's Eye does their packaging, I think it's great. Their design, I think it's great. Same type of design that the Norns collection had. I love how they include the scarves. I don't have any scarves right here because I wear them on my hair at night, every single night. I do have all 3 palettes from this collection, and I love how each of these palettes are like a cartoon image of the collaborator. You've got Tina from the Fancy Face. It looks like her. She's famous for wearing the long ponytail. You've got Judy. I am new to Judy, but I do know it looks like her because I've seen her. So, and then you've got Annette, and you know Annette, she colors her hair. She does purple, she does green, she does all kinds of colors. I just felt like how they designed the palette and the name of the palette. So Giant Wolves, how they incorporated the wolf, how they incorporated the red dragon, how they incorporated the hummingbird on these palettes and in the scarves, and in how they did the embossings on the palettes and themselves and the inside, how they did the pan shapes. There's a hummingbird here for hers. In Judy's, there is a Chinese symbol. Huh?
I did all what gymnastics. I did all what gymnastics.
You did all of the what?
Gymnastics.
You did all the gymnastics?
Yeah.
That's cool, Marky. Y'all gonna be... Okay. And then on Annette's, there's a paw print. So I love the design on these. I really, really do. And the fact that they were selling these palettes for 40% off on Black Friday, and it was a newer collection. Like, I think the palettes were already $35, I think, which I don't feel like was a bad deal to begin with. I could not do a packaging video without Kaleidos. You guys, this is the Flower Punk collection. So many cool things, and this is not my favorite palette by far from Kaleidos, but so many cool things. First of all, you gonna put the collection in a dresser? Like a whole dresser. You gave us a coloring book. You gave us tattoos. You gave us a mirror. You gave us 2 drawers. The palette itself, very different packaging. I'm not a huge fan of the top coming off because then I don't have the mirror. It's just too much maneuvering. Like, they were showing promo pics like doing this, like, who's doing this? Surely not me. But it's definitely creative, I will say that. Great palette, great quality, need to bring that out. Second drawer had the lip clays in them. These lip clays are just some of the best. Some of the best, if I can get them out. So just to show you one. I mean, so you're getting all this in the dresser, but if you didn't get the dresser, you still get the awesome packaging of the lip clays. Sorry, one is out because I was using it for my lipstick video. But I mean, these are gorgeous and so detailed. Like, this actually is in my living room. Like, I have a storage area in my living room table for display things. And that's why I have this, because I'm like, why am I gonna shove this up in my room with the door closed? No, ma'am. Next, I have the Pat McGrath Blush. First of all, the purple package. Okay, you can have it. First of all, wait a minute. How did you go from an airhead to an ice cream bar? You can have an ice cream bar later because we're making cookies for Santa.
I don't want airhead.
Well, what do you want?
Ice cream bar.
Well, you're not gonna have an ice cream bar right now.
Airhead.
You know what? You can have an ice cream bar. I don't even care. It's Christmas Eve. Wait a minute. Can you close my door? I do love how the blush was packaged in this purple packaging, you know, because it was just nice to have something other than the pink. But the design that is on the blush is what I am here for. And despite using these blushes, I don't want to say all the time, but I do use them. My little flower and sun rays are still there. This is Paradise Venus. I just thought these were beautiful. I mean, Pat was like, I am going to give you blush and I'm going to give you all the things with it. I'm going to give you design. I'm going to give you style. I'm going to give you layout. I'm going to give you flowers. I'm going to give you sun rays. You know why? Because she knew she wasn't giving us a colorful mothership. That's why she did that. She knew it. Let me find out other thing I was going to bring over because now I don't even know where it is. Hold on. I saw it and then I took it out and then I was like, let me put it. Hold on, let me check one more place. don't know where it is. But I wanted to show you my Chanel Chains blush. The chains. Well, oh well. I know I had that in my video from last year, I'm certain, because it's like that beautiful, just Chanel blush with the chains on it. But my chains are gone anyway. So like I said last year, I'll be saying this year, that was pretty. It was. Oh my God, you know what that reminds me of? Y'all remember in the Michael Jackson Rock My World video where him and Chris Tucker were talking about the girl, and Michael Jackson was like, she sure is banging. Oh, sorry. I don't know where that came from. It's Christmas. All right, I'm done. I'm done with Michael Jackson. Okay, y'all, I'm sorry. It hurt my soul. It hurt my soul, but it's beautiful. This is the Mel Cosmetics Amore Mariposas collection. I can't deny it. Like, it is one of the most beautiful things that I own. And I have never purchased anything like this. Let me just put the mirror back in real quick because, you know, I use that. All right, so I'm sure you all have seen all of this by now. But it was just beautifully done. Beautifully put together. The teaser for this, or the trailer that talked about the meaning of the collection, was just so beautiful. You got this picture here in the inside. Yeah. What's up?
Can I have goldfish?
You have some goldfish? You bored?
I'm tired.
You're tired. Well, here's the thing. You might want to take a nap because we have to do these cookies later for Santa.
I did take a nap.
You didn't.
Actually, I rested and I played Roblox.
Oh, but that's not a nap.
I know, I relaxed.
Okay, August. Okay. August, let me finish this video. I only need 5 minutes.
Can I have some goldfish and milk?
I said, yeah, goldfish and milk. Can you give me 5 minutes and I'll get the milk?
And goldfish.
You can get the goldfish.
I'm gonna be sick.
If you're going to be sick, I don't think goldfish...
I meant when you're tired.
You're just not even supposed...
Not real sick.
Okay, August, I need you out of this room. We've got our girl here, and then you have the brushes and the 2 palettes. So I just thought this was a beautiful collection. Oh, it was beautiful. It is beautiful. I'll probably eventually... I was going to say I could use the box for something else, but this is so pretty. I don't know. It's really pretty. Too bad that price tag wasn't. Well, I'm supposed to be ending the video, but I realized that when I was moving something, I moved aside one of my other Pat McGrath items. So let me finish off with this last one. This is the Pat McGrath, what do we call this? Sublime. It's the Sublime Skin Highlighter, but what is the name of it? I call it the Crowns. I don't know what else to call it. The Crowns. It is Lunar Nude. I don't understand why y'all can't pour anything. You stop.
Stop.
I will stop. And guess who else will stop? Santa.
Stop.
Hold that. Wait a minute. Hold that.
Tired.
Okay, well, if you're going to be tired, you probably should go lay down.
I did lay down. So I can...
Just, can you close my door? Can you close my door? Because I'm not going to argue with you.
Hey.
All right, y'all, so here it is, the crowns. First of all, you got this beautiful gold packaging. I mean, that's all great. But the highlighter is beautiful, too. So I don't think I'm going to get the Bridgerton Icy Highlighter because who needs that Icy Highlighter? For $60, because I got this for like $30. But look at that. That is so beautiful. Like, it looks beautiful, but it's a beautiful highlighter, too. Like... Come on. Come on, natural highlight. Okay, that's just doing too much. Okay, I didn't mean to do that, but there we go. I don't need that icy one, y'all. I'm not gonna get that icy one. Cause this is gorgeous. How different are the highlighters gonna look? And I don't know if that's gonna make me look ashy. And I definitely don't need that trophy wife one at all. So you can forget it. All right, that's it, y'all. Cause I don't wanna hold y'all cause it is Christmas Eve. But that's it. That is my most special packaging. Frizzmas is done, y'all. We've made it. 24 videos in a row. I did. we did. So let me know down in the comments, what are some of the most beautiful makeup packaging items that you have in your collection? Do you display your makeup? Like, what's the deal? What do you do with it? I am just very, very thankful to have you all on this journey with me for another year of Frizzmas. And this is another one for the books, y'all. So thank you so much for taking out some of your time and hanging out with me for this video and all the other ones for this Frizzmas. I really hope and pray that you and your families have a beautiful and blessed holiday. However you celebrate it or don't celebrate it, whatever you do, I really do hope that that you enjoy it, that you get some type of rest or relaxation, a chance to just reset, rethink, reflect, all the re's, you know what I'm saying? Because we are getting to that time. I am thankful. All I can say is I'm thankful. I'm thankful for my health. I'm thankful for my family and friends, and just to be able to do something like this. It's really easy to take people and things and life for granted, but I really, really try not to. So I really do hope that you are able to spend the holiday the way that you want and with the people that you want. I think that's so important. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. There won't be a mimosas and makeup because I would have to film it today or tomorrow on Christmas, and that's probably not gonna happen. But I think Monday, Kelly and I are gonna have our BYOP palette, and I'm so excited about this one. I think I am the most excited about this one because it's gonna be what we call a reflections palette. And the palettes that we're gonna build are going to reflect 2021. And I cannot wait to see what she's gonna come up with. So I'm excited. So again, I love y'all. I am so humble and so grateful and just so blessed and lucky to have you all here in this community with me. And thank you for connecting with me and embracing me and accepting me, and just thank you for being with me. So until I see you again, which I guess will be Monday, make sure you are being gentle with yourself. Talk to yourself nice. Stay safe. I'll see you then. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. We have done it. I will see y'all soon. I love y'all. Bye.